Insomnia, everybody that's up at this blistering hour, 2 a.m. I have a few other videos that I want to do, but I got to be honest, I want to get some chess in. So I'm going to play a single game of chess. I think the way to do it is to play a single game and do the analysis for that single game. And whether it's win or fail, use each one of these as like battles into themselves. Some of the best games are when you're going back and forth. Like I had Dwarf with Falco early on today, where Falco got his ass handed to him. Nevertheless, let's try that and see if that works. I've put out a search thing, so hopefully something comes back. Since last we've met in this particular thing, I think I was down to like 1600. Well, at this point I'm up to 18 something. Some of my skills are coming back. Some of the things that I remember, and certain things are coming back. So I've been trying to push my way into the 1900s and beyond. Right now I am sitting at, what is this, 1832. One game, an analysis of that game. I don't know how many people are going to be up this late though, but this is a all-night system. There's a guy, Duns Duzu, who I want to get my hands on, but I don't know if he's still here. In fact, there's a few people I want to get my hands on. One guy, I'll say it this way: I've been kicking ass. This is an unrated game. I don't like unrated games because it feels like the same threat of loss is not there. Like, I know it doesn't sound like much, but losing rating points hurts because it takes so long to build rating points up. And to go from like 2,000 something to like 1,600 is a brutal way down. How you see yourself changes as you fall floor to floor to floor. It's like Batman beating the shit out of Superman. Superman is like, what the fuck is taking place? All right, I don't know what's going on. I was hoping that somebody would show up. He's 1,600. That's a little low. If you lose that game, that is going to also hurt. Also, I want the analysis to be something that's beneficial to whoever is looking at this and wants to see some level of chess analysis. I had considered doing a like lessons on chess, so I enjoyed it. All right, let's try another pathway. So they've created a secondary rating system on the ICC. I don't know why they did, but they did this. It's come all, meaning anybody can play. And there's the traditional rating system where you're saying, I want to play somebody of this particular thing. Usually this one has people almost like immediately. This is not working, man. This is not working. I can't believe there's nobody on either system. I've been sitting here playing at various points of the day where it's like immediate, like bang, bang, bang. And now when I was like, all right, let's do a video and let's get some chess in. They're robots, but I don't like playing robots. Like, because it's not really a good game. Like, this is a computer. This computer is rated 2485. Oh, here's somebody. This guy is supposed to be an international master. That's what IM stands for. All right, let's play some chess. I'm assuming he resigned. I know his rating is low, but the guy is an international master, so I'm going to take this. All right, let's go through this game. I thought this game was pretty good. It wasn't bad on either side. Yeah, let's flip. All right, let's start at the beginning. All right, this is Ruy Lopez, basic opening. I tend to like to put Queen E2. I think it's called the Warwall variation or something to that effect. But I like the support to the e-pawn. This creates complications later in the game. In games sometimes when the rook lands on this square, but on e8. But usually it's manageable. Alright, threat here is d4. Also takes away these squares from the knight. Supporting an e4 pawn. This is the stage where it's called fighting chess, where you're kind of jockeying for position. It's not so much a larger strategic goal as in tactical goals. I need to get from point A to point B, and you're trying to kind of wrestle control, and until you get to the point where you can say, "Oh, there's an idea." Meaning, it's like you're just fighting until you get to the point of some kind of larger strategic goal that you can try to accomplish. Yeah, let me show you what I mean. So, again, pushing this back. Again, oftentimes when I play this, with the queen here, it gives me the potential to castle to the queen side in case of an emergency. Let's say my king side gets completely demolished, and I need to get the fuck out of Dodge. That's what that allows. So let's keep going. I want to keep my bishop. I don't think this is comfortable for black, even though white's the king side has been just completely demolished. So there are a few plans with this. Well, one idea is, I guess, this, but I don't like the tactics associated with it. Like knight here, stuff like this, where you may... Does that work? This, but I don't. It's blitz. I don't want to sit there and think through that entirely or that entire line. So I need to come up with a basic plan of creating a bashing into black's position. I think I could do that easier if I have a rook lined up against the king. This is not necessarily a 1, 2, 3 mate type thing. It's more so of trying to get a positional advantage that cramps black's position, or at the very least ties black's hands on a particular side of the board. Let me show you what I mean. So this, and maybe this might have been better, but I don't, again, this creates a line that I don't like. I want to keep this position as blocked up as I can keep the position. The reason why I want to do that is because as long as the position is locked up, it's more difficult for black to get his forces over here to help the king in a position that's somewhat locked up. So in this case, this, I like this. There are problems, but I like it. And it's workable. So he comes with an attack on the queen side to match my attack on the king side. Of course, king side attacks are more dangerous because they're on the king. They're going for the head of the king. Now, I have a problem. I can't figure out how to get to his king, even though I know I feel like I should be able to get to his king. So the question becomes, how do I do that? He's moved his king out the way, so tactics go away from that standpoint. A knight coming here may invite certain tactics that allows his knight to bringing his bishop and so forth over to the side of the board, which I don't particularly want. Again, I want to keep the position locked. I don't think those tactics work, but it's blitz, so the quality of the game somewhat diminishes. You can't necessarily see it all the way through. But my thought is bash that G7 pawn, or put as much heat on that G7 pawn as you can possibly apply. This allows tactics against this particular pawn with the queen coming to D2. He prevents. The thought is bishop takes, queen, check. And to show you what I mean. Let's say he does something else. I don't know. Bishop takes with queen, delivering the mate. So his point was to avoid that, good on him. But again, this allows tactics with the bishop potentially. If these pawns can go away, I don't think these pawns are going anywhere. I don't want these pawns to go anywhere. I was concerned about stuff like d5, because d5 opens the position a little. I think, yeah, d5 opens the position, which I didn't particularly want. But this, I don't necessarily think he has anything with this, but it at the very least allows him to some counterplay. I don't know if this is a good move. And after the game, I'm not sure it is. It's ballsy. So the king says, "Fuck it, I'm going to stay in the center. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to the bunker. I'm not going to the bunker. I'm staying in the center and I'm going to fight this thing out." My problem here is I need to get this rook into the game. Black looked like he is whipping some shit up on the queen side of the board, which means I don't necessarily want to put my king in harm's way. So I don't know if my king is safer on this side of the board with what black is trying to whip up with regards to counterplay. Maybe it's nothing. But I didn't necessarily think it was nothing. I was concerned. My concern was warranted, but I don't know if D2 is I mean, queen to E2 is ballsy, man. But again, I need to get his king. Alright, so I'm okay with this. Again, build up. Build up. I don't want his rook just lollygagging. If he's going to pull pieces over, he's going to pull pieces. Now, his queen is going to come here, but he doesn't really have counterplay. It's like, what do you do here? Do you take this pawn? The guy is lining up against your king. What do you do? That said, I don't necessarily know how I'm going to get to actually get at his king. I mean, it's 36 seconds. I have a minute to do it. I'm pretty sure I'd find a way. But right off the bat, I don't see it. My queen is out of position to do anything. Knight check. Pawn.
Check.
I don't like that. I mean, what does he do, though? Can't take. I guess you can push. Trying to open up the king. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, oh, and I didn't check the audience. Somebody may have a point of view that I don't have. AOC will be pregnant in 2 years. Oh, God. You had a rucksack. I had a rucksack? No way. I had a rucksack? Where? Maybe before it gets there. Maybe this.
Check.
Is this what you're talking about?
Check.
It goes back here. The question becomes, now what? Knight check. Maybe this.
Check.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. That a rucksack would seem ballsy. Oh, you guys weren't seeing it. So I was looking at it from this standpoint. All right, so let's say rook takes.
Check.
Rook takes. King takes.
Check.
Bishop takes. Check. You're right. I did have a rucksack. Well, now it's like, now what? Oh, fuck, I gotta take that. Either way, it's an investment of a piece, but this doesn't look bad per se. At least I don't think it does. Limit. I don't know. Like, it's Maybe. You might be right. I don't know. I'm not sure where I fall on that one. That's a heavy investment of a piece, and I couldn't necessarily see the outcome. But nevertheless, I was really hoping to get a game for the regular rating, because that would have been a stronger show of skill. My rating on this one, I don't really play on this one like talking about, so my rating is really low. Oh, wait. Oh, this is the guy that I wanted to kick his ass. Oh, okay. Well, fuck. I missed him. There's a guy in here, Duzu, or whatever his name is. Him and I were battling earlier today, and, you know, I always hate it when it's like you stop after the person is... He shamed me by pushing me down to like 1700s and then stopped playing. Bastard. Alright, I'm not going to keep this one too long because these chess videos, they've been, I think I had one for like an hour and a half. I don't really have fully expectation of people watching these. I think these are more for me, because I am trying to really... I used to be so fucking good at this game. And it's like playing earlier today. There is... You think about like the things of your life where if different paths. Now, taking a different path, it's not you anymore. You know, all of the things that happen within a particular life are necessary to make you. But I could not imagine not being able to enjoy this game. And I started thinking about other stuff like languages, like missing out on a language. You miss out on an entire dimension of life. You always think to yourself, if you could do it over again, would you do it? What would you do differently? And if I had a kid, I think I would insist upon certain things for that very specific reason, because it's like, you're going to appreciate it later, kid. This is one of the bright spots. So I'm going to end this. I will see you guys soon. I'm going to be on fault lines this morning. I think it's going to be at like 7, 8, 9 or something to that effect. But I'm going to head out to the radio station in a few. So I'll see you guys in a few. Thanks all.